What is up, everyone? It's Brad here, and today I am in my BrickLink room closet. This is a room you don't see in a lot of videos, but a lot of you have been asking for a tour of it recently, so I thought it'd be fun to give you a mini one today. Right off my main Lego room here is actually where the BrickLink closet lies. It's actually this could be a master bedroom. It's not the master, but it could be a master, and this closet is the only walk-in closet my apartment has that I would love to use for my clothes, but I've converted it for Lego. It's broken up into a few sections here, so this is like the order packing station. A lot of the inventory that I have in my store kind of lines this wall. There's more inventory back here, more inventory. This corner is mostly like personal stuff. This up here is business supplies and shipping supplies. All of this, I believe, is personal, mostly personal, all personal, I think. These are shelves of sets for sale, more sets, things for the BrickLink store, and then more stuff for the BrickLink store over here. Don't worry, that wasn't the full overview. I'm going to give you a little bit more in depth. So I guess we'll start off by talking about the inventory. So up here are all these BrickLoot subscription boxes. I got these for many years and I made lots of videos for them. And I wanted to keep these boxes, obviously, because I'm a hoarder, but I wanted to reuse them and make them meaningful. So all of my inventory is in here. I will just show you an example here. This is lot number 1 to 49. So each one here has about 50 different lots in it, I guess, or 49, however you want to do the count, of different parts. Each part is in a different bag, and they're all individually bagged. So this is lot 2. This is lot number 20. This here is lot number 1. So basically what it is anytime I part out a set, that part, no matter what the quantity is, as long as it fits in the bag, gets put into here. There's an S in front of it because it is considered small. So I just put them in there. And as I said, there's like 49, 50 bags in here, all that fit in nicely. So anytime I get an order, it'll say like lot small 00750. I know 750 is going to be in this bin. And when I get orders, it starts off with 0 and I work my way down. So I go through all the different ones here until I get to the end. Right now I'm up to lot number 1799, but I've actually got a bunch more of lots 1800 and above right here. So I just have to actually make a couple more boxes here. I'm going to use these ones. I think there might be some in here already. And I'm just going to continue on with the sorting method because it really works. So this is great for parts that you only have a little bit of quantity of, or really small parts. Like you can see in this one here, I fit a bunch of different coffee mugs, but this is great for that. So that's why I use this method still. And I've got almost 2,000 different pieces in all of these boxes in really small quantities. What happens to parts in a little bit larger quantities, you may ask? They're actually stored over here. So these are the large lots. So this is an example here. These ones only have 25 bags per bin because they take up a lot more space. But like this is large number 19 here. You guys can see that there's just a lot larger quantity of those parts. And it's a variety of smaller sandwich bags and smaller snack bags in here. It doesn't really matter. I just rotate them in and out. All the parts, they don't sit for very long anyway. So like that's what I mean by smaller bag mixed in with the large bag. But it doesn't matter because they're all individually sorted like this. Each one has a number written on them. It goes up to 25. So I've got them all in bins here. So starting 1 to 25, all the way to 300, and then all the way down here, I think I'm up to like 825 now. A lot of the larger lots, the newer numbers, are actually still in here because I haven't done the sorting yet. But some of these bins are like not as full because they maybe are just larger pieces, or I started as I use these ones more. I don't try and fit everything into these small bins like I used to. Back in the day, I would try and fit everything in, but now I'm just like, I'm growing my store, so there's probably only going to be more inventory added. So some bags may be really full. Other bags might be, a little bit more empty, but you don't really know what you're going to get. So that's why all of them are here. Over here is like the desk where I actually do all my order packing. So that's what everything is here. I've got a little bit of artwork there just because it's nice to look at. This is the laptop I use to pack all the orders. I've got a tray here, which is great for collecting all the parts so they don't roll all over the place. And I can, if it's dirty, I can easily just like dust it off. I don't want people to get dirt with their parts. That's not cool. A bag that I just have to put away. Here I've got tape. This is what I use to fix all my labels. I've got a heat sealer right here so I can heat seal all my bags, and just some pens and utensils and things like that for order packing. This is the switch that actually controls the light switch because it can get pretty dark in here when it's not on. I used to have it just on an extension cord and I could easily just turn the light switch on, but I didn't want to unplug and plug in the heat sealer every time, and it's dangerous to leave those plugged in, so that's why it's on the switch there, and also the laptop is powered by that. And then I've just got some scissors there and some packing tape that I needed. That's the light box for the whole condo. Down here underneath the packing desk, originally it was set up so I could sit, but it's too high to sit at, so I never do. But I've got a few bins just to make it a little bit higher, and I don't think there's anything left in them. In these drawers down here are actually all the different Lego bags. So Lego set bags that I reuse them all because they're great, they're free, and it looks really cool when you send orders in that versus like Ziploc bags. So I've got just bins of Lego set bags down there, and I believe this is just a bin of like miscellaneous office supplies and cords and stuff like that as part of the studio. This first drawer here is just all the bags that I still need to fill with parts. So I've got the larger bags back here for all of these storage containers, and then I've got the smaller bags right here for all of these containers here. So just have them there. Anytime I'm packing an order and I empty a lot, I dump it in there. This is just like general like business supplies. I don't really use this drawer as much anymore, but there's like business cards, extra pens and stuff like that there. This is mostly shipping supplies, so I've got extra packing tape, envelopes, a cutter, extra bags if I need them, and all that good stuff. And then here is all the Ziploc bags. So anytime, especially when I buy BrickLink or get sets from a convention, you'll often get a lot of bags, and I keep them all because you never know when you may reuse them. This here is kind of like my shipping station, so I actually have a mailer thing. My dad made this for me in plexiglass. This is 2 centimeters because Canada we do letter mail. If it fits through 2 centimeters, it's significantly cheaper than if it doesn't. I've got a ruler just taped there so I can easily measure. I've got some large envelopes there that I can ship orders with. This is for really small orders. This is for like regular letter. If it fits through that, it gets even cheaper. I've got some customs things here, which I don't even think are relevant anymore because we can just fill them out online. Stamps for sometimes when I just have smaller orders going within Canada, they can just have a stamp. I've got my address labels here all printed out because in Canada, I don't often ship packages because a lot of what I ship fits under the 2 centimeters, which just requires a stamp. So a lot of that, I don't need any like special labels or anything like that, shipping labels. So I just handwrite my own. And then I've got a few different sizes of bubble mailers here. We've got the regular, larger, or the medium size, I guess, and then this much smaller size. I've got a packing scale for the event I need it. Here I've got some Lego keychains. I think these are all in my store, but they never really sell, but they're all here as well. And then here I've got just some random miscellaneous things and things from the Lego store. Extra Lego trading cards, more trading cards down there. I don't even think any of these are in the store. I think they're just kind of there. Beyond that, like I mentioned, I said a lot of this is just personal stuff. So these are just extra boxes up here. This is a box from the influencer campaign I did with Lego. And then just Pappy Mac storage dividers over there. I've got all of my different Lego t-shirts that I no longer store in the Lego room because they look nicer when they're kind of stored in here. And then this back here is literally a bag of Lego bags. So like Lego related bags, there's lanyards, extra merch and stuff like that in there. It's all on a Legoland bag that I got in Billund, which is really fun. And then beyond that, I don't even know what's there. I think there's just some extra lids, boxes from sets I parted out, Lego Batman movie poster, Lego Star Wars posters, shirts that don't actually fit me anymore or that I'm just not going to wear on video. A lot of them, like some of them are kids sizes. I don't even know what's in. I think there's probably just extra bags in that box right there. If I had to guess, like extra Lego set bags, just because if Lego's getting rid of them, I want to have as many as I can for as many years to come, you know? Beside that, I have a few of these drawers here. I picked these up for free at school once. This top drawer is just like extra large parts that don't fit in any of the bags, probably don't sell very often. In this drawer here, I've got stickers. So these are just stickers from a bunch of different sets. I tried to put them in little Ziploc bags and just label it with the set number to keep them easily found. This is just a bin of boxes, again, from a lot of sets that I parted out. I use these boxes when I have to ship. It's great for reusing things. Up here, I've got all my receipts, so that's really boring. This is for when the tax season comes around and I have to give my accountant everything I spent this year in Lego. Down here, I've just got an empty drawer, apparently. And then beyond that, I've got all of my Lego instruction manuals that are also for sale in the BrickLink store. Above that, as I mentioned, I already have these bins of Lego parts. These are all parts that are in my inventory. They just have to be put away. I've got extra tape up here. I've got a bin of collectible Lego minifigures. Some of these are sealed and just identified. Some of these are cut open and labeled, but they're all in the store. These are all Lego minifigures from different sets. Again, all of these are labeled based on what minifigure they are, so it's pretty easy to find them. I used to individually bag all my Lego minifigures, but then I was finding that people sometimes were buying the entire lot of one minifigure, so I just put them in here for now, and if somebody does buy just one, I will then heat seal it separately. And then here I've got all the Lego poly bags that are currently for sale in my store. I have this Lego City set box right here. I don't actually have this set for sale. It's a set in my Lego City, but I just didn't know what to do with the box. It's too old and decayed to actually break it down, so I just set it in here for now. And then up here, I've just got another Lego set box. I think this is one that just needed to be broken down. But then underneath that is a lot of shipping material. So there's extra things like bubble mailers or paper, things like that, just in that influencer box, just because it's handy to have when I'm shipping orders. And then over here, I've got more bubble mailers and a bunch of boxes. Speaking of boxes, I do have a lot of boxes here in my personal collection. So a lot of these are boxes that aren't easy to break down, or maybe I just sometimes rotate in and out on the display. So I've got a few different ones here, including some CMF boxes. We've got an extra shelf here, but I believe this cup is parts listed in the BrickLink store. This is another extra shelf. We've just got a bunch of random Lego magazines, some CMF boxes from a recent video I did, and then I actually took apart the fish tank that I built for my apartment just because I wasn't feeling it anymore, so I just put it there. We've got a whole other shelf of empty boxes down here that I should probably do stuff with, and then below that is actually a shelf of custom stuff. So this whole bin is actually full of paints and varnishes, and I used to make custom minifigures back in the day, and I brought all that stuff up with me to Toronto, although I've never ever touched any of it. Down here I've got a bunch of BrickLoot sets from over the years, and then I've got all these shelves of sets that are for sale in the store. So these are all listed as full complete sets, and I've got a few shelves of them. So if you guys want to check that out in the store, you are more than welcome to, but minifigure packs and things like that. Up here is just miscellaneous, so more boxes that need to be sorted. These ones are great. Sometimes I store things in them, or I'll even ship Lego orders in them if it's large enough, especially with some sets. But then there's just some extra sorting boxes here, it looks like. I use these. These are great for sorting pieces and just gathering stuff in the Lego room. A Lego book that I have a duplicate of. Up here, I've got Lego sets that need to be parted out. Oh, this one's going to fall. But I've got Lego sets that need to be parted out. 3 Avatar sets, 2 Ninjago sets, and then these Lego classic ones here, which I'll get to eventually. And this I used to have in my Lego room to tell me which parts I had in the Pick-a-Brick cups, but I don't really do that anymore. Down below that are a bunch of parts that are actually in the Lego BrickLink store, but I just haven't put them away properly yet. So that's why they're all listed, or they're all just kind of right here. They're just waiting for their final home to go to. And I've got some bags there in case I need to write up a few more numbers. Below that, I've got Lego sorting trays, which are great for parting out sets and things like that. And then I've got more trays here. A lot of these are from, some of them are from IKEA, but a lot of these are from my mom's dentist office. So these are amazing for sorting Lego and stuff like that. So I'm so happy I have a bunch of those picked up. And then speaking of more sorting trays down here, I've got things like Lego City game boxes, or like just Lego game boxes, iPad boxes, MacBook boxes. Again, really great for sorting Lego. And then some extra Ziploc bags that I just was using recently. That's why I haven't put them in the drawer behind me. Down here, I've got all my sig fig parts and extra things for sig figs because I've got to start making those soon. And then extra studio lights and extra business cards. Despite this being a very tiny room, there is still a lot to go through when I make this tour. I was a little surprised. It is a very functional room. I try and make it the best use of space I can. It's a pretty decent sized room for sure. Like, this is definitely not the size of a spare bedroom, but in Toronto, somebody would definitely try and pass this closet off as a bedroom or at least a den. But the fact that this is a closet, so it's awesome. I got really lucky having this attached to my Lego room because I loved having everything in here and just being able to ignore it. Like, the door is obviously behind these bookcases, so I can never shut it and never pretend like it's not there. But it's like, it's so nice when you walk in the Lego room here. Yeah, you can kind of see this room might be a little messy, but most of the time, if the light's off, like, you're just gonna look in here and you're not even gonna focus on this room. You're just gonna go right into the main part. So I love having this extra room here. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's tour of the Lego BrickLink store. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if I missed any part of this room that you want to see in a little bit more detail or something like that. I do want to make a full tour of the Lego room very shortly, like, you know, the main room behind me. I want to kind of do it just like I did here, a little bit more in depth, a little bit less cinematic. Last room tour I did was like it just was super high level. So I want to spend like half an hour, 45 minutes just going through that room shelf by shelf because I think you guys may enjoy it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I'll see you all here in the next video.